Hello, everyone, and welcome to episode 177 of Geek Each Week Live. I am one of your hosts, Christopher Long from Long's Toys. I'm joined, of course, by my good buddies Aresol. What's up, Aresol?
Hello.
And we got Josh, aka Josh. What's going on?
Hello. I'm here as well.
Hello, everyone. Let's see the chat. We got Chili Eilish, we got Charlie Niemeyer, we got AJMC, Mr. Mystic, Ryder, Jeff, Edward Tanzer, Lil Adam, Falcons Tech, Astronaut, Ponygon 88, we got Donnie Pearson, we got Floof, we got Bryn Paints. Hello, everyone. Yes, no Corey. In this episode, the part of Corey will be played by Josh. So,
literally, because I'm making sure right now that I tweeted out everything.
I was to say Josh was in charge of all the thumbnails and putting the news together. And also, Josh, if you could fall off your chair or something stupid at some point, we'd all really appreciate it.
The chair has been very like squeaky and stuff recently, so I very well could just like sit back and fall headfirst into all of my dad's CDs.
That's pre-breaking the chair's commitment to the bit. I appreciate it.
Right.
All right, so I guess we'll go ahead. Rye might pop in at some point, but in any case, Adam says Josh better have some clone troopers in our hall. Yeah, that's right. Better have some damn clone troopers. All right, so the first thing I got is this crazy, gigantic Ninja Turtle toy that I never picked up for whatever reason, but it was on clearance for $9. I think it was originally like $25. It's from the movie. So
that's like from the end of the movie, isn't it?
That's what I thought. Yeah, like they mutate all together or whatever. So I still haven't seen it.
You haven't?
It's on Paramount Plus. Yeah, I mean, I'm sure I'll like it. I'm just waiting for.
I still need to watch the show that they have on right now.
Yeah, I haven't seen that either, obviously. Yeah, I figured less than half for clearance can't go wrong there. Speaking of cheaper deals, this is I think brand new. Mattel. I think it's kind of funny. Mattel at this point is making Jurassic Park toys like based on the old Kenner designs, so they're really leaning into like the 90s aspect of it. But I found this, I think it's new. I found it at Target. It was a little bit on sale, probably not like this stuff goes on clearance, and it's kind of funny. What used to happen was I would buy it for full price and then it would go on clearance for like half price. So I wised up and I stopped buying it, and then I started to get some decent deals, 30% off, things like that. But since I started waiting for deals, it doesn't go on clearance anymore. They just like order less. And so it just kind of like goes away. So it hasn't really been working out. So now I just buy it like if it goes on, like they do 20% sales and things like that fairly frequently. So but yeah, I think it's 20 down from 25. So I was like, that's all right. I'll just go with it. It looks fun. But speaking of things that are highly discounted, and I don't know why, these are still $10 a piece at Target. They keep getting new ones, and I just keep buying them for $10 instead of $25. So I got this is this is Super Yi Shinron, but I feel like he was called like Omega Dragon or something. This is from GT.
Yeah, they all have like Chinese names in the Japanese.
Okay. It's been so long. I keep thinking like it's been so long I should go back and watch GT, and I just never get around to it. But I would like to watch through it again. I got this. This is the last of the. So for these Motu Ninja Turtle crossovers, they do like normal assortments, and then they have these deluxe ones. And Target got 4, and they have a Build-A-Figure. You can see it's like a crossover between Metalhead and Roboto. I like how they went with Metal Bato. I'm assuming because they didn't want to go with Robohead. But in any case, this is the last one I need. I can finally finish the Build-A-Figure, so that's fun. The Target got 4 and they had a Build-A-Figure, and then Walmart got 4 and they just don't have a Build-A-Figure. So
I had not seen the Bebop and Rocksteady like merged together. That's
yeah.
funny.
So there's a Motu.
Bebop Steady.
Yeah. So there's a Motu character called Too Bad, and he's a character like this, and he's cut in half. And the funny thing was, the original toy had the arms connected on the top like this, so that they could punch each other in the head, and it was really fun because they together, but they'd always argue and everything, punch each other in the head. So when they were like, all these crossover figures have been like Ninja Turtle characters in the style, Motu characters. So it just made total sense to put these
That's
two
fun.
Too Bad. So yeah, it's called Two Bop Steady. But yeah, it's pretty good. When I saw this one, I was like, that's pretty good. That's an excellent reference. I grabbed these on Amazon because they were like super cheap. I think this one was $8 and this one was $5. I found the wing at Ross a while ago and it had Build-A-Figure pieces. So I was like, shit, now I want to just get the rest to finish off the Build-A-Figure, but I really don't want to spend more than $10 a piece on these. So I've been kind of looking at them on Amazon when they're cheaper. Plus, for whatever reason, G-Frame refuses to do wing stuff. So I've been getting these because they're like the same size as G-Frame. And then Disney had a wonderful sale. So they had this sale on the Disney Store website, and it was 25% off a bunch of stuff if you spend $100 and free shipping and all that. And I was like, cool, does it apply to Lego? So I look right away and it's like, no, Lego's excluded. I'm like, of course, Lego's always excluded from every sale. And then, like, for whatever reason, the next day they included Lego. So I got the Avengers Tower for like $125 off because, and it's nice because that, like, those bigger ones, they're usually like Lego carries them. Maybe Amazon. Most places don't because they're just, they don't have the shelf space in the store. So
it's kind of like a Hasbro fan channel release.
Yeah, exactly, kind of. So I was just like, well, I'll just have to buy that one day. Maybe they'll do Black Friday or something. But even then, they usually only do like 100 off, maybe something like that. So I was like, I'm just going to jump on it. And luckily, it scared me a minute because it did that thing where, like, I put it in my cart and I went to check out, and then it was like, status of items in your cart has changed. And I was like, fuck, it's sold out. I couldn't buy it fast enough. And then I like reloaded the page and added it to cart again, and it went through that time. And I was like, all right, I'll believe it when it ships. And it shipped, like, it took an extra day or two, so I was like freaking out, but it did finally ship. So assuming it gets here, I think Monday or something is supposed to get here. But I also was able to get these, which is great because this one is a Walmart exclusive, and for whatever reason, it's not going down. Like all the other ones, like if you know anything about the life cycle of Lego, everything eventually goes 20% off. Like after a few months, like it comes out at full price, and if you just wait, it'll go to 20% off. I don't know why. That's like across the board. Now, some places will have sales on top of that later on, whatever, but everything usually goes at least 20% off. And everything else that came out the same day as this at Walmart has gone down in price except this. This is still full price. So I was like, what's going on? But then Disney had it. I don't know. I guess Disney gets to carry everything because it's their IPs. So they had it for 25% off. So I was like, it's even better. Fuck you, Walmart. And then I got this one because I got the Jabba Sail Barge, and this is like a companion set to the Jabba Sail Barge. So I wanted to get this. And this, their Star Wars stuff is really starting to become overpriced. So you kind of have to wait for the 20% off because that's what it should have cost in the first place.
Starting? I'd say they've been there for a while.
Well, Lego is always expensive, but Lego is, I think, a pretty solid quality toy, and it only goes up in value. But there's just been this random inflation recently that's like mostly just with the IPs. Like, so I don't know if it's Disney doing it or not, but I'm noticing it with the Star Wars and the Marvel stuff really badly. Even more so than usual. So it's a new level of bullshit. But yeah, I think that's it for me. I did get some other Toku stuff, but I've already made videos for it. So Yeah, go watch that on my channel, please.
All right. So Rye said she'll be here soon. If you
Oh,
guys
cool.
didn't see that. But I'll go before she gets here. So I'm still broke. That hasn't changed. But thankfully, things that I paid for a very long time ago can still arrive, so I can still have pickups. So I did get the Night Force Crazy Legs figure.
Nice.
I think is this Crazy Legs or yeah, because Ripcord's the other one. And he came with a bit of a big thing.
Yes. I forgot to mention I didn't open it yet, but I did get that as well.
So yeah, Crazy Legs doesn't really have anywhere to go because like Ripcord can dangle like he is right now, and Glenda and Wild Bill are sitting inside the helicopter.
Sure.
But yeah, Crazy Legs just kind of lingers. I don't really know what to do with it. But holy crap, this thing is impressive. I mean, it is like it's just so impressive. I really really like it. I did a you can't have Ripcord dangling on a stream like that, Josh. Yes, I can. There he is. Yeah, like it's just all the features on this thing. Like, where's the little dial? Like, this raises and lowers the guy, so that's fun. It does have the lights, which is up here, the button. So that turns on the cockpit, and you get the headlights, and then you get like a floodlight as well.
Nice. That's cool.
Yeah, it's like the Hiss tank where you can, like, if you hold the button, it turns them all on at once. Then you get these giant.
If you keep the Hiss tank in the box, then it does nothing. So there's that.
This is true. It's got these giant missile effects connected to the missiles. You can also just have the missiles, connected. There's like decals that I don't know why they think I'm going to use because.
Yeah, they are always like, we included stickers. I'm like, okay, I don't know why I think I'm going to ruin this thing with stickers,
right.
But
so, and I'm sure I've said it before on here, but like the Hiss tank, is a cool thing. I got it because I'm a classified completionist, but I actually did play with my dad's Dragonfly when I was younger. It was one of the few vehicles he had.
It was much smaller than this.
It was significantly smaller than this. And so when I, saw this going up as a HasLab, I actually have a connection to this vehicle. So to have one that is, for the line I collect and everything is really special to me. So I did
Oh, sorry. That? Did you back the
Yes, I did.
What the fuck is it?
The Rattler.
Rattler, yeah.
Yeah, I did. I'm 3 for 3 on backing the HasLabs.
I kept going back and forth on it because I'm like, it's just too fucking big. Like, what am I gonna do with it?
I had $0 for it, but my parents said, well, that can be your Christmas gift. So
that's nice.
They paid for it.
That's nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then I was like, well, I'll probably just do it at the last minute, and then I forgot about it. And the next day, like I think I fell asleep, and I woke up the next day, and everyone's like, well, that's over, and I'm like, oh, well, I guess I didn't get it then.
Some of the figure prints are a little strange. Like they kind of look. I don't know how it's going to come across on camera, but Ripcord and Crazy Legs kind of have like this weird glossiness to them. They almost look like selfie series figures. Also, I cannot look at that and not see Ezra Miller a little bit, like on some angles. So that also kind of ruins it. And there have been issues with him specifically.
Did it come with a fan to beat up?
No, it did not.
Oh no.
There have been some issues with these. I'm looking at mine right now, but I've seen some people's the gun holster strap has been ripped, and stuff like that. So there are some quality control issues with it. But what's also cool is that I don't have them here because there's just so much stuff. But it came with optional missiles that are very similar to the missiles from the Hiss tank you can attach instead of the guns. And then there's a bunch of these little blast effects for some of the guns on here, and they are the same size as the guns on the Hiss tank. Because people were complaining how the Hiss tank didn't come with blast effects, so you can use the Dragonflies on it, which I think is just a cool,
nice
kind of functionality. But yeah, it took an hour to unbox and build this thing because there's just so much to it. And you can check that out on my second channel if you're interested. But
nice.
Yeah, I mean, I paid for that thing in July of 2023, so that is not a new purchase. by any means, but I believe that's all I got because that's a pretty big pickup for the week. But
Yeah, sadly, I've become like Iron Man in the first movie when he's like, "I need it, buy it, store it." Like that's just what I do now. Like I don't have room to display. I'm like, when I move, I'm gonna have all this room, and I'm like,
yeah,
well, probably not.
yeah.
But
I mean, that's the thing too, because like with the Hiss tank, at least you can put it back in the box. But the way that this is designed, you have to like
yeah,
the
once you
tail.
snap it
Yeah, the
together,
tail is like a separate piece. So I mean, maybe you could. I'm not gonna risk it though to
yeah,
take it
no,
apart,
no, no.
but
And his tank
so
wasn't really that big. Like you
in
could put it on a
comparison,
shelf.
yeah, yeah. I have the his tank is on the other side of this room. It's over there. But it's yeah, I mean it kind of looks small compared to the dragonfly when you just have it posed like that. And I think it's because of the dragonfly stand and everything. It's just much more of a presence.
Mm.
But no, it's a really, really cool piece. I'm glad that I
Yeah, it
have it.
looks good. I kind of feel like I have the his tank, I have the dragonfly. Okay, that's one big thing for each side, and then I have
Yeah,
like
yeah.
motorcycles and trouble bubbles and little smaller things. And now
Right.
that I didn't get the rattler, I'm kind of like, well, now there's no reason to feel completionist anymore, and so I've kind
Yeah,
of
that's fair.
like I don't like when I see things on sale. I'll get like I don't even remember which ones I have or don't have at this point, like for the figures, and I'm like, oh, I'll wait to get that on sale, and then I just forget about it, and I'm like, all right, I guess I'm done buying that line. Like, nothing wrong with it, you know. There's no
Yeah, yeah,
reason
yeah, yeah, yeah.
I didn't get unhappy with it. I think it's just one of those things, like any of those kinds of lines where you're kind of just like, there's so many GI Joes. Like, do I really need every single? Like, I still want to get like Quick Kick and some of the really cool ones that I like, but
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
you know, this guy in green outfit or this guy in green outfit, like, all right.
No, I mean that's yeah, that's totally fair.
Did
I
you
can't.
buy a Nemesis Enforcer?
I've tried to.
I really don't like how they did his wings.
Technically I have an order for it, but my payment method has failed multiple times. So I don't know. Because like I go to Pulse and he's sold out, but the order still says like in progress. But the payment method is gonna keep I don't know. I the answer to that question is I hope I have purchased it, but I don't know if I have. So, but I have no connection to the character, so I don't really.
I love the character from the
care,
movie, but he just has normal, like, giant, you know, like, yeah, they don't look like feathers, but they're like angel wings. But here they made them very bat-like, where it has like a whole piece of sinew that comes out before it gets to the wing, and I'm like, I just really don't like that. I don't know. It just looks weird to me.
But yeah, there's been a couple more.
Sorry, Box said, but Chris, what about iconic characters like 5 O'Clock Shadow and Forklift? You joke, but those are probably Joe's somewhere.
Probably, or if not, they definitely could be someday. Yeah, there's been a couple more leaks for Classified this week. The just random prototype pieces on like Chinese auction sites and stuff, that kind of thing. Mm-hmm. They're going back to some of the Ninja figures. So there's going to be a slice and dice 2-pack.
Oh, nice.
Ninja Force. We've seen like pretty much the entirety of both of them. I've seen like the prototypes this week. I saw just tonight. I saw I think it was the Torch Viper or one of those Blowtorch. I think actually maybe was probably what it was, and it was like the entire figure, but like had no head. He got LeBron James. But yeah, so a couple. I mean, for me, it's like it's very, very rare. It's pretty much just the Dragonfly and a couple things that I had any sort of like knowledge of before collecting the line. And now I'm just in it. Like I have a vast majority of the 150 plus figures that there are so far, and I'm not going to stop now. So
yeah, I just don't, like I said, I tried to bring up a checklist one day and I was looking at it and I'm like,
actually I
think I have that one. I maybe have this one, because the problem is I either opened them and threw the boxes away and they're just in a bin, or I boxed up a couple and put them in my storage unit, and so now I'm just like, I don't remember which ones I have or don't have anymore.
So that's
and the problem is there's so many things of like repaints and Tiger Force and all that shit, and it's like
I have 172, or nope, that's
Oh,
not. That's
nice.
117 out of 150.
Is this that action figure?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a good site.
I love this site. Yeah, because I pretty much have most of the first 100, and then like after that is where kind of gets a little bit. I have started to collect my Transformers in here. My random.
It's a very
lineup.
manageable collection right now.
I know. Look at this crazy lineup here. Though it does bother me. I hate seeing things out of 20 because then it's like I got to get the other 19. Right? That's how this works. I can't.
You can. I thought I saw the Hiss Tank Megatron was ridiculously cheap the other day.
But you kind of want those, yeah.
I saw
this
that.
Site,
was it Amazon? Maybe it was really cheap. It was like $30. It was something ridiculous.
This site's Lightning Collection tab is very thoroughly cataloged now because I messaged the guy and was like, "Here's everything your site doesn't have, and here's how you can fix it." So now it is.
And he was like, "Wow, go away."
Yeah. So, but that's all I got.
That's true. Do you have the guy that's only half Scorponok? Did you log that?
All right, yeah. Half of a Wheeljack, half of a Scorponok.
Wheelanok or Scorpajack.
Scorpajack. I don't know which one sounds worse.
They all sound bad.
They do.
They hang out with Robohead. Did you don't have anything, Aresol?
No, I
was trying to just stall the time
lately.
For Rye to get here.
Well, just bring up the news and then she'll show up immediately. That's how it'll work.
Did anyone put Transformer stuff in everything?
Yeah, there's only one thing I threw in there.
Okay, cool.
I don't think there was anything else. There were a couple more pictures of those like super tiny blocky guys, but I think we covered that already.
I'll get the news in a second. I closed the tab, so give me 1 second. Because I forgot that Corey wasn't going to be here, even though I had been prepping the entire night. Okay. Just banter for a second. It's coming.
We will sit here quietly. Somebody play the video of the kid getting hit in the face.
Somebody once told me.
I like he had that queued up. You knew it was only a matter of time until I asked for it. I love it.
News.
Whee!
Yeah. All right. Oh yeah, it makes my screen full screen, so I can't see anything now.
That's fine.
All right, Kamen Rider.
Woo!
Let's go.
So this is another glare. Is that what this is?
So this is
with glare.
Yeah. So this is Jin Geeks' sponsor Gazer. So it's a Gazer model because as has been hinted at and / said or established or whatever from the end of Geeks and some other things, Jin is running like a new Desire Grand Prix now. So that now he's like a producer role. So he's a Gazer rider.
They're going to use this belt so many times they're going to have to change the name to Geezer.
So this is a remold of the Zillion driver. So it'll be the one that's like not as fancy as the Vision driver, but it's a really cool remold because it's like all styled to look like the Laser Rays Riser, which I think is really neat.
I mean, it looks neat.
Yeah. This really works for me. The way that they have implemented like the card through the helmet from his suit and like the blue and everything. Oh, I just heard is right here.
I told you.
Yeah. Okay. We will pause the news. Hello.
So hi.
Ah.
Hello.
Hello.
Yeah, sorry, I had to work late. And then I had to poop.
Probably could have not told us the last part.
Let's see. So I got some stuff behind me, but we'll get to that. I got some stuff today. Because it was new card release day at work. This isn't cards, but there's a Mimikyu pop. I bought that from Morgan. Hi, baby. I know you're there. Hi. Okay.
Yeah, actually, I didn't see Morgan's name earlier, so
He's
he
here
must
now.
be lurking.
And then I got Alolan Raichu because Alolan Raichu is the bestest, and it doesn't look as demonic as some of the other pops. But a new Lorcana set dropped today, and
There
I
he
don't
is.
really give a fuck about Lorcana, but this set had the Big Hero 6 characters in it.
Hmm.
And Chippendale Rescue Rangers.
Yeah. We got fucking Big Hero 6 and Gadget, so fuck
Yeah,
yeah.
that's a 2-pack for you.
Are they all in there, or is it just Hero and Baymax?
Actually, the whole group is in here. I watched an unboxing.
That's
to
very
make sure.
rare.
But yeah, Baymax is here, Hero, they're the whole gang. I think
It's even rare for Hero to be involved in things. So.
that's true. I'm glad you like Mimikyu Bubbly. But yeah, everyone was in here. I was really surprised. I'm like, because when the set was announced, I was like, oh fuck, Big Hero 6. Okay, I gotta get all of the Big Hero 6 cards at least. And then they said that Go-Go was on the deck. I'm like, okay, I guess I'm buying the deck. And I was like, okay, how much else am I gonna have to get? And they're like, the whole cast is in the deck. I'm like, oh. So I only have to hunt down like maybe 2 cards. Cool. So I'll just buy those with either they get to the shop or I'll just buy them on TCG Player. But also I got the fucking wizard ass Winnie the Pooh deck box.
Oh, that's cool.
Because there's no fucking way I wasn't buying this.
Wizard the Pooh.
Yeah. Fucking like this was a set 1 card, and I don't know why it took them this long to make a deck box out of it, but hey, whatever. There's no Baymax deck box yet. Hopefully that
Someone was like, "Can we please have a Wizard the Pooh deck box, please?"
booties. Yeah, the Honeymancer is what the card's name is.
Honeymancer.
That's fine.
It was a
Pretty good.
playmat in set 1, and it does look really cool. I think I've seen it in person like 1 time.
How much damage does it do? A smackerel.
What else did I get? I didn't get any Transformers this week, I don't think. Yeah, no, not this week. I went to the Gashapon place, and they still hadn't restocked. They're out of almost everything. Half of their machines are sold out.
Oh damn.
And they're just like, well, we've been waiting on a restock. And I'm like, your restock said the middle of October. It's November. Like, oh, we still haven't gotten in yet.
So where is this? Is it like in a mall or something, or?
Yeah, it's in one of our malls, and like oddly enough, it's in probably what was one of the worst local malls. Which is why I assume Bandai picked it because it was cheap as shit.
Yeah. They're like, what's rent? $6? We're in.
That being said, whoever owns that mall now is doing a lot to make it significantly better than it used to be.
Oh, that's good.
So I think that
Yeah,
mall
I don't want malls to go away. I feel like they're trying to go away. Like, because every mall you hear about is dying. Like, I know.
I mean, I don't think they're trying to go away.
No.
I think they have to.
I mean, the world is trying to make them go. But yeah, they're fun. I want them to. I mean, I remember like when you watch like
apparently
season 3 of Stranger Things. It's like, oh man, remember how awesome malls used to be? I just think it's weird that like this random mall near you has it, but like the King of Prussia mall near me does not. It's like
it's so weird. One to be Michigan and two to be fucking Oakland Mall.
It's just weird to be Michigan. Just stop it right there.
Weird to be Michigan.
I was a teenage Michigan.
Also, real quick, baby, a box of boys shipped. It's not here yet, so it'll have to be shown off next week. It'll probably get here tomorrow because that's what everything always happens.
Yeah.
Everything always comes the day after the show. But yeah, it did ship. But yeah, I would love malls to just always.
It's not easy being Michigan.
It's not easy.
Put that on a T-shirt. You could sell that T-shirt.
But while I was there, since I didn't actually participate in any Gashapon related shit, they do have some stuff there to sell. And I bought the G frame for New Gundam just because
Oh, nice.
I wanted to get a G frame. What?
Damn.
That was the best. It was like wow, wow, wow. What? Ah.
This is every night when I get home.
Can't
Also,
confirm.
The cat
I was
missed you
there.
and also wants to eat.
Also, yes, baby, I will bring the boys to you. Don't worry.
So real quick, bring that back out again. You said that was a G frame.
Yes.
Is that a base you make out of the fake skeleton?
Yes.
Oh, I didn't know that. I just been throwing them away.
Th- th-
I was like, what do I?
yeah,
want
this part is separate, obviously, but everything down here is the
Does it,
unmovable
like, do the
skeleton.
instructions show you how to do that?
Yeah.
Okay, I wonder if that's a more recent development. Because to be fair, I haven't.
It's either more. This is one of the FAs.
Okay.
have you
I don't
opened
think
any of the
I've
FAs?
actually built any since they switched over. I have them, but
Okay.
I haven't actually put them together.
Okay. It's either an FA thing or we sold this individually at a store thing.
Mm.
I'm not sure, but
Yeah, that looks like one of
Yeah.
the more like deluxe ones. So maybe
Yeah, no,
that
this
was like a
one's-
single release.
this one's really cool. I like this one a lot. I just really wanted a nice little Gundam for my desk.
What is the purpose of that one giant wing, though? I've never understood what that actually
it's-
does.
I think it comes apart, and I think they're all lasers. I think.
Oh,
So
okay.
they all come apart and they like fly around and shoot. It's kind of like Ariel's
Mhm.
little bits, but
Yeah.
they're just big funnels instead of little tiny laser
Okay.
things. I think I haven't watched Char's Counterattack.
I was like, why does it have the roof of the Sydney Opera House on one of its shoulders? What's happening?
But
Sorry,
yeah,
did
so,
somebody say Ariel?
Yeah, that's right. That's accurate.
that was very accurate. But Monday I had off, so me, Jake, and one of our other friends, Omar, we all drove. It was close to 2 hours. To a little bit past Lansing to Galactic Toys. Phenomenal shop. Lots and lots of Gundam. It was kind of like what my store would look like if I owned it. And had the say on what we stocked. I would absolutely make it like this place. It was fantastic. So like one section was like all anime figures and stuff. I ignored the shit out of that side. Whole one wall of the store was all Gundam kits, and that's primarily where I was. And then the middle was some cards, some minis, some pops, some like Gashapon things. They had actual Gashapon machines there, which was pretty cool too. But it was definitely a collectible store that felt that. Hannah, you weren't even there. It was definitely
Fuck you, I grew up in that shop.
a collectible store that kind of pushed itself into doing cards too, as opposed to a card store that pushed itself into doing collectibles too. It was a very collectible focused location, which is why I liked it more than anything
CFL.
else. What?
I said, CFL.
Yeah. Yes. Collectible forward locale.
Yeah.
But I bought a gym. Because we all need a good gym.
Oh, Jim, sure.
Unfortunately,
Rye owns Planet Fitness now.
unfortunately, they had no ball. So I only got the gym and
That is
no
the
ball.
dream. No ball.
For you, maybe.
Yeah.
I'm looking for a third.
Damn. Damn. Yeah, bud. So I haven't watched Seed, so I don't know who these actually are. But me and Corey were looking at a 3-pack that was on Premium Bandai, and it was a yellow one. Which color is this? Green. So it was a yellow one, a pink one, and a blue one. And then these two weren't part of the pack, so we're like, oh, these must have been retail releases. They were, because I bought them.
There you go.
And so this is the
Black Knight Squad.
the red one, and then this is the green one.
This is also Night Squad.
And of course, they don't show an actual picture of like all 3 of or all 5 of them, But yeah, it was like some like Power Ranger shit, and I'm like, this is fucking cool. So I picked up these 2, so I'll hunt down the 3-pack at some point. It just came out like a month ago.
Hold on, I'm reading the comments. Bryn's Paint says that one Garfield getting tits comic, but Josh and Chris, and it ain't the boobs. What is the Garfield getting tits comic?
I hate that I know what they're talking about.
I need more information. What the hell is that?
Do I know what that is?
Why? Is
I
don't know.
think I know what that is. I've seen it somewhere.
I mean, if Garfield wants tits, by all means, but what is this? I need more context. You can't just drop something like that and not explain it.
Oh, I'm glad we're searching this right now.
Yeah, I need more information.
Garfield tit comic.
Yes.
Yeah, okay, so I'm gonna present.
I'm gonna present.
Oh, we're about to get canceled.
Yeah, well, we all knew it would happen eventually anyway, so.
It's not explicit.
Oh, okay, good.
Are you telling me a Sunday paper comic isn't explicit?
This is what I found when I searched Garfield.
A few boobs. This is so weird. Why is Garfield involved at all?
You guys can tell me if that's
Yeah, that's the one Floop says.
That's the one.
I just don't. Why? What? Okay, moving on. I can't think about it anymore. I don't get it.
I wanted to get the ending Witch from Mercury trio. Mostly because I think Calibarn's really fucking cool. So I got Calibarn. I was like, oh, I guess I'll get Ferric. But then they didn't have the third one.
You tell her, Hana.
So I'll have to hunt that down at some point.
You better be careful. You're gonna buy too many of these too fast, and then you're gonna have not be able to build them all.
Oh, I'm already there, bud.
You're gonna have your own Mount Saint mini plow.
And then I wanted to get one master grade, so I got a Death Scythe Hell because
Nice.
Death Scythe Hell's the fucking best.
Death Scythe Hell custom or regular Death Scythe Hell?
Custom.
Okay.
Custom. The I can curl myself up in my wings. Death Scythe Hell. Well, the other one could too.
Death Scythe Hell can do that too, yeah.
But yeah,
the custom is from Endless Waltz. But yeah, that's the custom.
Fuck, I just look over. We stuck one of the cat toys like in my pile of plushies, so it was braced, and so it's just sort of dangling there, and I just see Hana on her back just going like this. Yeah, so I bought a lot of Gundams. I also bought the Universe figures for New Gundam, Full Burner, Strike.
Oh, you found the GP01 with the blue add-ons?
Yeah.
Nice. That's one of my favorites.
Yeah. That one's really cool. Sazabi and Barbatos Lupus Rex, which is a long-ass name.
Oh, no, he's got lupus.
He's got lupus.
Oh, no.
Freak.
Call Dr. House. It's always lupus.
That being said, that one's actually really fucking cool. But yeah, those are all displayed already in the living room. I didn't feel like bringing them all out here. So
Sure.
Fair.
But yeah, it was a very Gundam centric week because I spent an assload of money on Monday and then haven't bought anything since today. So, or until today. Okay, back to the news.
Back to the news.
All right. Yeah. So as you were saying,
Jin Geezer.
yeah, Jin Geezer. So this is for the final episode of Kamen Rider Outsiders. As sad as that is, I'm sure we're all so sad.
I saw someone finally subbed 6.
Yeah, I need to watch that still.
I downloaded it. I haven't watched it yet.
Yeah, I've got it downloaded. I need to watch it for my video that I'm working on. But here's just a better look at the full suit. So it's just a glare gazer repaint. He's got his laser razorizer and the magnum shooter, which makes sense. That's cool. And then I split this picture apart because it was like so far out, so you could see the explosion that it was like you could barely see it here. But I'm so happy about this. So this is a shot from the trailer for the final episode. So we're bringing all the outsiders into a quarry together, and we're actually getting the actors for at least the vast majority of these guys.
Oh, nice.
So they're all back.
Fucking Orphanok at the end. It's just
And
there.
our Orphanok is there.
Yeah, why is there an Orphanok?
I mean, he was in episode... That didn't sound good. He was in episode 0 of Outsiders.
Okay.
So technically... Also, this, I guess, says that the final outsider is Xeranos.
Yeah, I was going to say, I didn't remember Xeranos.
I mean, like, technically Xeranos has been in Outsiders for a while now, since he's Zane. But
Who is all the way on the left of the
Judah.
top picture? Oh, okay.
George from Revice.
Yeah.
I'm sure you remember episode 4 of Outsiders when George was standing on a roof, pulled out his driver from his Toku pocket, and said, "Actually unexpectable." And then the show went on a 6-month hiatus. And George has not been seen since episode 4. So,
Yeah.
So he's returning in episode 7, which will be a whole 14 months since that came.
Can you highlight Beast or Box Box's? I almost called it Beast Box. That's choice.
Oh,
you gotta sing it there. Juga Garen, Desistant Brain, 03 Herobi Zane. We didn't start the Outsiders. That's fantastic.
Oh, fuck! You can't be spoiling episode 6 for me here. I'm gonna miss all of the great content that episode's gonna give me.
And then who's the gold dude in between 03 and?
That's Garen, his keen form.
Oh, right. Okay, and then
Yeah, so
we
got
What a stupid ass bunch of characters. I love this shit.
Thouser, Disaster, and is that Brain in the green?
5,000 Arc, Disaster, Brain, Xeranos, Hyper Famitsu Genmu.
Oh
and
yeah,
the Arc
Thouser Arc. I forgot.
Get
about
Gem's just back there going. Ah!
Yeah.
Now that's the Dreadlocks version of Zombie, right? Because he has to get a new suit every time.
The one that well, I guess it's not that recent at this point, but one of the more recent Gas Chat pre-orders.
Yeah,
was for that. But yeah, this mess of episode, I cannot wait.
It actually was.
Yeah, so Brain is here, but Brain's actor wasn't in like the henshin shot that they showed, so I don't know if he's actually here. He might be fake here. But the suit's here, which maybe it could be like episode 3, where they'll show footage of Brain fighting, and then that won't happen. So we'll see.
Maybe.
But I love Outsiders so much. I'm just going to be so sad for it to end next month, but it does come out the weekend before Christmas. So thank you, Toei, for the Christmas gift. And yeah. Oh yeah, Baraba's in this episode too, as Flip just said. She'll be in this one because this one is a very heavy Geese focused one. So yep. Now these stupid things have sold out, and they've had to do a second batch of them.
Jesus Christ.
Because they are being scalped like any other Gochizo. I saw someone on Twitter screenshot their purchase of 50 of each set. So
Why?
that's fun. I don't know. Also,
what? $2,500 worth of these things?
and I guess just no Punch and Gummy. But yeah, these are dumb to me.
This is the only way I'm going to be able to get Chakadan.
Yeah. So set 1 is Poppin' Gummy and Kickin' Gummy, and then set 2 is the Chocodan and Choco Dan.
Chocodon and Chocodon.
Yeah, I mean, I know they
Choco
are.
Don and Choco
technically
Dan.
different. Yeah, they are
Don and
technically
Dan.
different.
Choco Brothers.
Yeah, and that's another thing is Box says, like, I don't know why the Choco Don ones have like these, like, you know, like they're not cube-ish. Like there's a little edges. I don't know how to explain what I'm trying
Oh,
to
I
say.
see what you're saying. They
Yeah.
rounded it.
Hey, I guess that worked. I guess I explained it well enough. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I love Gochisos so far, but I really don't care about.
I'm trying to get all of the Gochizo. This isn't part of this. Like I don't need ones that
It's like the ID cores for
talk.
me. I don't
Yeah.
care.
I bought them. I don't know if I'll be. Like,
You're part of the problem.
For me, it depends. Like I was like, because the thing is, they're cheap enough. Like, do you know what I mean? Like when
Sure.
premium Bandai stuff gets insane, you know, then I'm like, it's easy for me to say fuck it. But these are only like $30 a piece or something, not that bad before shipping and whatever. But
So you're saying you did not buy 50 of them?
I did not buy 50 of them. No, I bought one of each. So we'll see. I'm gonna kind of, like I said, I didn't have a Chocodan, so I was like, all right, I can at least get that and you know, try these out. But I can't say, because the same thing. Like I bought all those ID core sets, and I was like, why did I buy these? Like, you know, buy your favorite one or whatever and get out. But we'll see. I'll give them a shot, and if I don't care for them that much, I won't buy any more. But I felt like it makes sense if you're going to get a special version. It's like the main one for each guy.
Right.
Plus, I didn't have Chocodan, so I was like, all right.
I mean, Floop is right. You have to buy 50 because they die after each use.
That's true, yes.
I feel like if
Yeah.
I see it cheap, I might get the poppin' gummy one, just because I think would be cute to have that one. But
yeah,
I just don't feel why these were I mean, I know why they're necessary because they want to make money, but
yeah, and I guess Gochisos are just crazy popular. So
I mean, they definitely
really
are.
Yeah,
they really are.
Every time I have a page open on Buy and I don't buy it right away, I have to go find a new one.
right.
Yeah, I mean, they're. I was just been buying a couple on eBay recently. I feel like, you know, the prices have been pretty close to what Toku Collectibles sells them for. So I'm like, all right, well, if I would have paid him without question just to get them. So I was like, but then I had one, like I bought the 3 store ones and the seller canceled it on me and refunded my money. And I was like, oh shit. Because it got to be like a week and I was like, are you shipping these? And he was like, yeah, sorry, we have to cancel. And I was like, all right, well, I guess I'll try to find them somewhere else. But then, like, it was hard to find them again. I luckily found one for about the same price, but it had like gone up a little bit. And I saw Toku Collectibles even raise their price because originally he was selling them for 35, and now he's selling them for 40 each. And I'm like, God damn! I didn't pay 40 each, so I was like, I think I paid 75 for the 3, and I was like,
Wait.
all right.
Rye, what did you pay for the popcorn one?
It ended up being about 15 each.
That's not bad.
Is that with shipping or?
I mean, it was Buy, so everything just kind of went together. Shipping was probably like 50-ish on everything that I got.
Yeah.
But I had that. I had the Naked Saber. I had
Saber.
The alternate face ones. I had.
Oh, actually, I'm glad you brought that up.
From different things.
The trash was taken out. I did not have those label stickers anymore, so was not able to provide that. So,
that's okay. There's time.
Which I guess means Rye won't send me the Zaku chip Gochiso because I think that was technically part of the deal that we established.
That was part of the deal.
You're shit out of luck.
It's okay. I figured she would send it anyway.
Aerosol, I got to send yours. I apologize.
You're right. I have not sent it yet.
Busy this week, but I do have them still.
I know you will, Rye.
I will.
She won't.
Next time you come.
Narrator, she didn't.
I know the chances are very slim. So
someday.
But yeah, we'll see. We'll see how these turn out. They could be awesome. They could be completely unnecessary. We'll find out.
I'm gonna go with somewhere in the middle.
Yeah.
leaning more towards the unnecessary. But I mean, it plays the theme song, so
I do like that. Not the one that came with the CD.
Yeah,
The
no.
one you'd expect to play the theme song. No. I found that out real quick.
That one just goes music.
Yeah, it does say, it says sing a song, and I was like, I kind of really wanted it to say eat a music, eat a music.
Music.
But yeah. You can also buy a Pop and Gummy pillow. I just wanted to
This
include
is
this.
kind of cute.
Because
Oh,
I
I
kind of
love
want
this.
this. I
I love
kind of
this.
do want this.
So the back of it has the crying face.
What? How
So-
much is this? Do we know?
I don't know. I did see it on Toku Collectibles' Twitter, so I presume that means that they're selling it. So let's find out how much. How much are we thinking?
I'm
for
sure it's like
Yochi's
$100
pillow?
or something stupid, but
Okay.
It's at least. Let's go with 70.
76. Adam Prime says.
No, it is 75.
That's close.
Yeah. That's a shame.
Yeah.
'Cause I,
That's a
like
shame.
I said, I do kind of like it. I
do
mean,
too.
let's be honest. I'm sure whatever it was gonna actually cost would have been more than I want to pay like $30 for it. So
Yeah.
if like Uniqlo or somebody wants to sell this and I can just walk in and buy it for $30, then sure.
Right. But yeah, just a dumb thing I saw while putting the news together that I thought was funny. So
Yeah.
yeah,
Speaking of dumb things in the news, no, I'm just
that's
kidding.
right.
I
So-
gotta be honest though, and I assume it's because this is like a rough prototype, but like this close up on the left, it looks like it's
Well, yeah, the
made of like
chips are rough
cardboard
prototypes,
or
that is
like the
true.
paint is like super tacky or something. Like,
Well, see, Chris, because 90% of the figure arts shown this week are not going to come out, so
Oh,
they
okay.
don't really need for it to look good. Yeah. So Tamashii Nations is going on this week. I didn't put everything in the news because we don't care about figure arts, but it's the Zaku Zaku Chips one, so I had to.
there was a lot of stuff though. Like I couldn't believe
There was
I
a
kept seeing
ton.
on Twitter. Like
It's really cute.
they're
how
doing
many
Lord
things...
of the Rings now, which is crazy.
There was Harry Potter and Voldemort.
Harry Potter was a bunch of stuff. I was surprised. Like, why are we reaching back to like early 2000s for all this subject
And of
matter?
course, those are actually getting a release. Anything that's Toku has like a 80-20% chance of not happening.
Well, I think the Lord of the Rings one, I bet, will sell. I'm not going to buy them, but I mean, I'm sure they'll sell.
Oh yeah.
very
But
well.
like those already have confirmed releases. I saw Returnia talking
Yeah.
about them. Yeah, as Box says, the only confirmed Toku ones that are getting a release are Cross Saber, which is astronomically expensive. It's like 11,000 yen.
It comes
Jeez.
with like all the swords, doesn't it?
If you buy the 7,000 yen add-on set for it, yes.
Fuck off.
So, and of course, there's still not a sticker for the Wonder Ride book on the belt. So it's like it's 11,000 yen, and it can't even have that. But yeah, Cross Saber, Takumi, and Kasuga from Vice are getting releases. Whatever the hell that Garo is, and Wingman.
Yeah, I assume it's just Garo. I mean, I don't think it's just regular Garo, isn't it? I saw a quick picture of it. That one, depending on what that costs, I might want that. I don't buy a lot of figure arts, but I had bought a couple of the Sentai ones and a couple of the like Rider ones, like the Gaim ones. So I kind of want.
There was a lot of Gaim stuff shown off this week too.
Yeah, I kind of want the Ryugen and Shin just to have the four of them. I don't really care about like buying all their armors and swapping and all that kind of shit, but just to have you know the four of them in the base forms.
Yeah, they showed Mango Baron as well. Was a new thing we hadn't seen.
Yeah, is that armor that you can put on the Baron you already have, or is that a full new figure?
It should just be armor because I know there's like the Pine and Ichigo set that's up for pre-order.
Right, and you use that with the one you already have.
Yeah, you should be able to. And then they
I mean,
showed off.
if they're cheapish, you know, maybe.
Yeah,
but...
they also showed off those option part sets of like the orange folded up into the orange and the banana folded up into the banana.
Okay.
So that was kind of fun. I don't know if those will actually get released. I feel like anything that those Gaim that they showed, probably like Ryugen and Zangetsu are definitely going to get their Shinkucho
Yeah, I'm
sales
sure that'll
released.
happen. Yeah.
But yeah, like Zaku Zaku Chips Gabu here is, I don't like, it's hard to say because like it's not like a new show display where they show off like Fuamelo and Chocodan and stuff too, and then I can just totally know that none of them will come out. So like maybe this one will. I mean, you can see Punching Gummy and Kicking Gummy in the background. I don't know if those will actually get released either.
I'm surprised they're not doing more in that figure line that they're doing, the cheaper one. Like they've only done Gabu.
Oh yeah, the common.
And they're doing Cake
line.
King, which is cool. But I'm like, why not do like one or two more of these? You know what I mean?
Right.
Like maybe they figure people don't want to buy, you know what I mean? Because like since it's not armor, you can switch. Maybe they don't think it'll sell well. But like Cake King is so drastically different that okay, they'll do that.
Yeah. I mean, we'll see, but I have to keep my Zaku Zaku chip obsession up, so I had to include this, but there was a bunch of other stuff. Now, I put this in here just because I thought it was interesting, and J Hero has posted a lot of stuff this week about just Toei things in general. There's been some Gojuger stuff that they posted, some Gojuger sketches and stuff are floating around out there.
Oh man, Toei changed a big plan.
I know, Toei change a big plan. Yeah, because like tons of people have already seen the Gojuger posters.
That sounds like a Gundam show subtitle, like Gundam change a big plan.
Yeah, so we assumed this because it's the middle of November and it would come out in a month if it was happening, but there is no winter movie this year, so no Gabu Gachard crossover film. So and
that's just
J
because
Hero,
nobody gives a shit about Gachard.
I think that's part of it. Yeah.
Yeah. They're like, Gabu's doing well. Don't put the stink of Gachard on it and fuck it up somehow.
I think J Hero says something along the lines of, and I don't know if this is like the only reason, but since Gabu was the start of them doing the production so early, you know, they've been filming for a lot earlier. But like the production teams, like it couldn't line up with the two of them or something like that, or I don't know, because like Gabu's like, you know, already well into filming. It's like February episodes, so it definitely would be kind of a backtrack to film and stuff with the Gachard team, presumably. So that could be part of it. But yeah, so just been following this account because they've just been posting a lot of stuff about Sentai and Rider this week, especially with Gojuger stuff. Yeah, so nothing too crazy there. Just thought it was interesting to mention.
You said the Gojuger poster was out?
It's not out. There's just a ton of leakers and stuff who have seen it, and so there's like sketches and stuff of the suits out there. Nothing official yet.
I was kind of hoping that wouldn't happen 2 years in a row.
Yeah, it's happening.
Cool.
And then the Gachard V Cinema form for Valvarad has been revealed. So this is the Valvarad GT sound that's been in the Igniter for well over a year.
He gets a new suit, and then he gets this.
Yeah, and then he goes back to the Igniter. So this is using the arms from Iron Gachard. And the blade, I think, of the Gachard caliber or whatever, the level 10 sword, I think. And then they revealed that the special pack and Chemi card set that you get with the DVD or the Blu-ray or whatever had 5 Chemi cards, and the last 2 were hidden. And it's these 2 cards. It's yet another Dione, which I do believe shows like Dione like riding on top of Maha Wheel, which is kind of funny. And then another Gigant liner, because this is a Gigant liner form. So it's a sound that we've had for, you know.
Can
months.
you make it with cards we already have? Or these cards?
Oh yeah, you can already make it. You can just make it with a Dione and a Gigant liner card.
Okay, so, that's what I was gonna ask. Yeah.
If you have the Igniter, you can already do this. You've been able to do this for months. It's just these are the technical, like, you know, screen accurate cards that he'll use for it.
I will say I kind of really like the color scheme for the suit. I don't know why, just like the red, white, and the blue on the train is kind of neat.
Yeah,
it kind of just reminds me of like a race car or something.
Yeah, I think it's kind of neat giving him like another custom, as his armors were called, you know, because that's basically what this is with the chest plate and everything. I feel like I know people were complaining about, you know, going back to the regular Valvarad suit, back to the Igniter. when he has the new thing, but which I get, but I don't know. I mean, I like when sounds that we have leaked or whatever, or have a jingle for actually end up getting used, and it didn't seem like Valve Red GT was going to happen because everybody thought that's what his power up was going to be called, which I guess technically this is, but like what we thought.
They're like, hold on, we can still get one more premium.
Yeah, we can still do it.
Does that train say Valrad CT?
It's supposed to be GT, but it definitely looks like a C.
I'm sure
that's
it's
definitely a C.
Yeah. This is Valvrad, Connecticut.
Font it doesn't make a huge
distinction
between
you're right.
and C's.
You're right. I forgot. Half of the cards were unreadable because all the letters looked the same.
I had a real hard time reading that text.
Especially when
this is actually the train that just goes through Valvrad, Connecticut. So don't.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Especially when the rainbow rares, those are like impossible to read.
Oh yeah, I couldn't even see those because of all the holofoil on
there. And then typically we get like a hero suit and a villain suit for the Visa Next. It doesn't look like we're getting that this year. We just have whatever the hell this monster is.
Dragon hands.
See, what is nice about this though is that like these are cards in a set that has already been announced. It's a form you can already make. There's no new toy here. It's great.
Until you just want 5 cards and you have to buy a $100 Blu-ray.
I mean, I'm gonna have to do that because they are new numbers and everything. But that we'll cross that path when we get there. I'm just glad there's not another thing because I really want to move on from Gachard. But yeah, that is Valve Red GT. And then this was a thing. So this is, I guess, a dream sequence from the Skull Futo PI movie that has just come out.
Okay, hold on. So
is that an animated movie?
Yes.
The first time I saw, like, Sean sent me this. Like the first fucking thing is I looked, not the figure art. I think it was
like the screenshot from the.
Yeah, I think it was a screenshot. I looked. I was like, it's just fucking Cyclone Joker.
That's what I did too.
It was so blurry. I couldn't fucking tell that it was silver instead of purple.
Yeah, I saw it real quick and I just went, "Oh, Cyclone Joker. What are they doing? Another figure for this? Jesus Christ!" Like I did not register. Then I looked at it again and I'm like, "Oh, it's okay."
Yeah, because I think I noticed. Because I noticed the Cyclone side, like the chest plate being the different design, like the skull design. And then I was like, oh, it's like a skull version of Cyclone. I'm like, oh, wait, he's using skull. Okay, I didn't even notice that. It took a second.
Yeah.
Yeah, so Cyclone Skull is a thing, which is interesting. Apparently, it's not a thing in the manga. So they created this for the movie that they just put out, which is a adaptation of an arc from the Futo PI manga. So it's not like it's not like Fane Trigger.
Chris's fucking face just now.
What?
Let me try that again. So like the manga has like Fane Trigger and Fane Metal. So like the anime, if they keep doing that, will presumably do that. The Skull movie that just came out is adapting an arc from the manga that was all about Skull and Begins Night. But this was not in the manga. They created this for the movie.
Okay.
Are
we gonna get to watch this movie anywhere?
I hope so. I really want to see it. There's not. I mean, it just came out in theaters in Japan, so no announcement yet. But I hope so. But yeah, I really like this. I think it's cool. I am always. I like how we have a whole subcategory of hypothetical double forms that just use Cyclone all the time. So we could put this right next to your Cyclone Axel Extreme figure art that they came out with like 10 years ago.
Hell yeah.
And this is a Shinkocho Seiho release. See, like, what's crazy is that like this will get a release, but like they showed Platinum Gotchard, and I have no confidence that will ever actually get a release. But yep, thought it was cool. And then for Sentai news, they showed Boon Violet and Spider Kumanos. So Boon Violet was in the like figure arts countdown thing they have been doing of reveals, so I think he actually might happen. Spider Kumanos, no idea. I hope it happens because it looks really good.
It looks really nice, yeah.
There was a really cool. It was in a really cool display shot with him and Kuwagata Oger and Kuwagata Oger that they already released. But Spider Kumanos is one of my 3 favorite Ranger suits, so I really hope that we actually.
I just think it's funny that they seem to do like the red and the 6th for most years so far since they brought Sentai figure arts back, and they're like, well, we could do Spider Kumanos, or we could just repaint the one we already did gray. Yeah, let's do that. That sounds easier.
Yep.
Let's just do that.
And I like that now that we have these 2, it just really highlights how Dondor Goku didn't even get a prototype shown. We just skipped right over him. We showed Don Murasame, which we skipped, but that was at least something. Boon Violet looks really good.
I think it's because they would have had to make 2 for that. That's why they skipped
but I mean, it's just a chest plate and helmet swap. It's not that crazy.
Or you could just make one.
Josh, they painted it gray instead of making a new figure. Now you're trying to tell me that they'd have to make 2, and it's they just have to do that. They opted to just paint something gray. You have to find the benchmark we're working with here.
Fair enough. Hey, at least we got Zenkaiser Black from Don Brothers. We got all the important characters that
all the easy repaints.
But yeah, I mean, these both look really good. Boon Violet, I don't have as much of an attachment to Boon Boonger to actually pick this up, but I
have
would
to watch it first, Josh.
Exactly, that's what I'm saying. Yeah. But I definitely would pre-order Spider Kunos if that actually happens. But yep,
still need to get Boon Red and Yusuke.
Yeah, I mean that just came out, so
Yusuke from Yu Yu Hakusho.
And then they showed off Shinkocho Seiho Go on Red, and Go on Red was there himself.
Of course he was. This man is a whore in the best way. I love it so much. he's like anyone. Like you expect, like if like any fan actually got to be a Sentai member, and they're just like, oh, I'll come. What do you want me to come? I'll show up to this. Where am I going? Let's do it. I'll put the suit on again. What are we doing?
What was so funny is that we saw the. Before like the nice shots of the figure prototype came out, we saw like, just people going up to the booth and taking pictures of it. And so people kept tagging Go on Red in them on Twitter. And then like 20 minutes later, he posted this picture of him holding the figure. And I'm like, he's already
there. It's like Beetlejuice. You say it 3 times.
I feel like someone tweeted him. He saw it and he's like, oh shit. And he just ran.
Well, he can go fast. He's got the wheels built right in.
That's right. Yeah. So, I kind of was expecting from the, countdown reveal list thing to have more than one Sentai reveal. I know that was naive of me. But yeah, this was a nice surprise reveal that was not part of that chart. So
we need Tokuger now so we can do like the Boom Boonger group.
Right. So now technically we don't know if this will actually ever get released.
True.
But I
love these.
It will to him.
Yeah, he did not give that prototype back after that picture. Yeah. He just ran away with it. But no, I mean, it looks really good. So
I will buy it if it happens.
So I wanted to include this. I didn't know if we cared about the game.
Who are these people?
I know James Willems.
It's right there, Chris.
And Christina V is obviously.
I know who she is. But that's the problem with voice actors. They're like, guys, here's the cast. It's all these voice actors. And you're like, I don't know who any of these people are.
So this game's coming out, was it December 10th, I think? So it's right around the corner, pretty much. And yeah, I don't know. I just thought it was fun for them to, have some news about it and stuff like that.
I didn't expect it to be voice acted, to be honest.
Yeah, honestly, that's true. Yeah.
They put way more effort into this game than I ever expected them to put into the Power Rangers thing.
Absolutely. I've been let down so many times.
Right.
I mean, if it's basically just a Power Ranger version of that Ninja Turtle game they did a few years ago, I'd be happy because that game was fucking amazing.
Essentially what it looks like. So.
It's crazy to like actually sort of be excited for this. Like, I think it might not be terrible.
You should probably still reserve judgment.
Yeah, that's true, but I don't know. It's just it's been a while since we've had like some news for something Power Rangers that didn't make me like, really like want to punch things. So that's good. I still want to punch things though. And so there is, I guess, like a smaller version of the auction happening in 2025.
This is the shitty version.
Yeah. So this is, as Perringer said, items that were too damaged to list are unable to be bundled in the first instance with a lower starting bid. I don't know, like, what items those would be. There were some things...
did you want to own some garbage that was on set? Literal refuse from craft services, but it happened to be on the set of a Power Rangers episode? Get ready.
Would you like to buy a JDS toilet cookie?
Crumpled up chip bag. Touched by Walter Jones. Starting bid $250.
But yeah, I don't know. Just figure why not. All right. It's time for Wheeljack.
It's time for the one Wheeljack story that happened this week. There he is.
Oh, yeah, I saw this. People were really mad about it for some reason.
I'm not mad. I'm just not that excited.
But Chris has got the Energon Axe.
He really does, and it doesn't look great.
The only problem with this release is the fact that it got wedged next.
Is the axe red plastic with yellow paint?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, that's terrible.
Yeah.
Welcome to Transformers.
That's how these things happen sometimes.
The worst thing about this figure is that it got released right after a absolutely stellar Commander class toy.
Yeah.
And then the deluxe like G1 toy version figure. Yeah. And so then you have this one, and it just sort of exists in this weird space of it's another deluxe Optimus, it's another G1 Optimus. You just had two, but here's another one. And
I honestly Devastation
video game.
It's a cell shaded video game, which, I mean, I'll give it credit. The cell shading on it looks good. The problem for me is it's Optimus. I would rather you have upscaled him to Voyager and given him a little bit more plastic and a little bit more love. I don't know why he needs to be a deluxe. Like, have him be a Voyager, have the others be a deluxe so it makes sense for it. But, like, do you remember Robot Masters? It looks like Robot Masters.
Oh,
to me.
God.
Like, especially in the front of the truck. Like, that's what the front of the truck looks really cheesy, and it's probably not as cheesy as it looks in these photos.
Is it because like the window glare, like that kind of?
Well, that's the cell shading that they're going for. So they paint the windows, and I think that's fine. But just like the grill, that all the whitish plastic looks cheap as shit on this. Like, if you look,
certainly looks like a budget. Like,
yeah, like look at the inside of his thigh. Like, it's all hollow. You can see that the joints just at the end with the red, like, and then in the truck mode especially, all of the white in the front just looks super cheap as shit. Like, the way the hands obviously must tuck behind that grill, like that's a different color or something. I don't know. Maybe it's just a bad angle. I don't know. And in person, it won't be that bad. But like, if that joint is really maroon while everything else is red, I don't get the point of that. I don't know. Like I said, I want to be more excited about it because I've been excited about the Devastation. And there'll be other things for Devastation that I'm sure will be good. Like, I really want the foot soldiery dudes that kind of look like Runabout and Runamuck, but they're like blue and purple and orange. I want them.
I believe they were on the listings. I think a generic Seeger was on the listings, I think.
Yeah. So, I mean, there could be others from this game that are cool. I just don't know. I mean, honestly, at this point, I'll just get the freaking cell-shaded Siege Optimus and put him in his place. I don't know. Yeah, like I said, I'm not mad about it. I'm just
disappointed.
I'm very underwhelmed, and I'm very cautious.
Right? I don't know if I realized that Prime was a deluxe.
Yeah, that's
And-
not like why that was a weird choice.
So when this one came, when we saw this one, I was like, "Is that's a deluxe?" Like
Yeah.
I thought for sure it was a Voyager.
It
But
should be, yeah. Like, don't get me wrong, they're definitely, sideswipe, wheeljack, whoever else you want to do as deluxe is fine. But Prime should be a Voyager, and in that way you could have made him not look so cheap. So we'll see. I mean, like I said, I'm not saying I'm never gonna buy it. I'm just saying I am not super excited for this, like I have been for a lot of other things recently.
When used.
Although honestly, I wasn't very excited for Devastator either. So I don't know. We'll see.
Can I tell you guys the message that Corey just sent me? He sent me
absolutely.
3 quick messages in a row. The guy, mustache, he's in the crowd. I don't know what any of that fucking means. I don't know why he's telling me this.
Dr. Robotnik?
Hi, bus. Huh?
The guy mustache.
in the crowd.
I feel like he's trying to alert you that he sees someone there that might be famous, but as usual, you have to translate Corey, and that's not always the easiest thing to do.
No, it's not.
Like vroom vroom, the water one.
Right, yeah.
Sometimes you have to translate
Comforter,
these things.
no toner. Yeah, see, I also like you got to be like in the right like headspace to translate Corey. He's got to be here.
Mm-hmm.
I gotta hear other like Coreyisms.
Yeah, he needs to be fumbling and making that sound while he's trying to describe it to you.
So yeah, Aresol, I got nothing there. I can't
Maybe it's Kamen Rider like a haunted house. Kamen Rider Rude Man Ghost.
I wish we had that clip built in.
We do. I think he played it the other week.
I think
I think he played it. Like,
oh,
Did he find it off the drive or something?
yeah,
Oh,
I think he
okay.
has it saved somewhere.
do we not? Yeah, I guess we don't.
Yeah, he
No,
might. I think
it's
he
not
said he
amongst
found
the
it on the
clips.
drive or somewhere, or maybe it was in the Discord. I don't know.
I would love to witness that again.
You can we watched it. Just go find our episode from like a month ago, and when we watched it.
I know. I just meant right now.
Oh,
We could watch
Well,
ourselves
bring-
watching.
I was gonna say bring up our episode from 4 months ago. And dude, can we please? Because that's like Inception. It would be us watching us. We'll just keep building onto it until eventually there's 18 stacks of us watching it. I think you should actually do that. Here, I'll find you what episode it was.
Sounds like a good plan to me. We had nothing else planned, so
That's right. No, don't watch the episode we're doing right now. Go to the feed.
now that would be some Inception too.
I guess that's true, yeah. All right, I can probably tell you because I went back and watched it the other day. And I got to go to live. Okay, it was episode 172. I think.
No? I don't think so, because I wasn't there for it.
No? Why do I have that episode here pulled up then?
Yeah, I thought it was.
Maybe it was 171?
I think it's 171, yeah.
Yes, it's 171.
Oh yeah.
Okay, around the like 145 mark, maybe?
Yeah, 145.41.
Yeah.
Let's see if this. See if
In
it'll
here.
play audio.
Your chat. We'll put this in here. Or are we trying to screen share it or?
Yeah.
There's an option when you screen share to do audio, I think. It's like a little checkbox.
Oh, there is. Oh. Salsa Secret Crab by Patty. You guys name these things.
No, well, I told him what to name it, and he fucked it up because it was It was
typoed.
Well, half of it was a typo, half of it he just fucked up. But it was when they were doing the Krabby Patty promotion at Wendy's, there was like a packet or something, like a Wendy's employee showed like it was coming, they were shipping it in.
Oh, yeah.
And it was in Spanish and it said salsa secreta de Krabby Patty or something like that. And then he wrote like sauce secret. And I'm like, no, it's not. It's Spanish for you. All right.
Where was I? I was here.
No.
Oh, this is never mind. I get it.
This is from about a month and a half ago.
I'm surprised I was here.
That's true.
I was going to say, Ryan and I were missing for this episode, but the episode that they're about to watch, all of us were there.
Okay, I understand. I get it now.
All right, let her rip. Apparently, we love an awkward pause here on this show.
Yeah, we do. Yes, we do. Oh, my God.
Sound okay?
Yeah, the doc and text of the game is not very good. That's a bummer.
The game is not.
Oh, hey, Corey's here with my tube.
Okay, Tom's a little closer than that.
Why did you make that one?
I have no idea, but I figured the three of us are here and the three of us are in that clip. So
That's true.
That's fair.
That's true.
well said, past me.
I
David his arms in the back.
gave you. That was not it.
I don't know if this will play the audio. So
The three of us on screen. Is
That's what I'm saying. We just gotta keep building this out.
Kamen Rider New Ghost. Kamen Rider Ghost. No, Kamen Rider Ghost the Sun. Kamen Rider Ghost No Toner.
I'm just picturing all these on like your spot.
Oh right, no, this can't
No
be
Toner.
an evil situation. Or is the Sun evil? Kamen Rider. You know what? Evil Ghost, Kamen Rider Evil Ghost, Kamen Rider Fake Ghost, Kamen Rider not the actual ghost, Kamen Rider
Not the actual.
some sort of weird ghost specter situation. No, okay, Kamen Rider. Kamen Rider. Unfinished business. Maybe it has something to do with the title of the song. Sometimes does that happen? Sometimes, like Kamen Rider. I don't even know the name of the song. Kamen Rider. It must be like a weird name, right? What if it's like a?
You've been coming up with a lot more weirder names than it actually is. I can tell you that.
Kamen Rider, ooh, a little bit more salt than usual. Kamen Rider.
This is Kamen Rider Salt and Pepper. You've nailed it.
Yeah. Kamen Rider. Like a haunted house. Like a
Kamen Rider's like a haunted house.
Haunted ghost.
Yeah, Kamen Rider Haunted Ghost. Kamen Rider.
Here's the thing: you don't have to say Kamen Rider every time. We're good. We know it's a Kamen Rider. You know.
Corey, this is a Kamen Rider name. They're not that complex.
Spooky. Ghost Hunters International. What words would they use?
Probably Ghost Hunter International, probably.
Ghost, like spectrometer.
Oh, yeah, people know this guy's name.
I don't know who this man is. Mayonnaise. Like when you go phase. Like phase? Is it phase? No.
Yeah, he's part of Phase.
Phantom. Phantom? No.
It's even funnier knowing how basic those names are.
I know.
Like they're not good.
Kamen Rider Bad Ghost. Kamen Rider Bad Spectre. Kamen Rider Evil Spectre. Kamen Rider.
Uh-huh. Uh-huh.
Oh my god.
Kamen Rider Ghost Kamen Rider Go?
Yeah, we were tricking you the whole time. This is just
Kamen Rider Angry Ghost. Kamen Rider Rude Man Ghost.
Kamen Rider Rude Man Ghost.
Kamen Rider. Ghost. Who are you?
How do you spell that one?
I love when she writes out years of
Kamen Rider. You said it's basic. What else could it be? What a ghost!
Also, I just want to point out that you can win with Josh at tic-tac-toe right now. The title of this episode is now "What Do Ghosts Do?" Sounds like a popular game show in the afterlife.
Kamen Rider. Like, what's that? Squat? No, is it over?
It is time.
Oh, thank God.
Who is this?
Rude Ghost Man.
All right, God.
Oh,
Uh,
a classic.
God damn.
A true masterpiece.
All right, chat. Now remember, we watched this in episode 177. So in a couple weeks, we can watch this. Watch us. Watch that. So.
Yes. Just keep building it out.
The video just gets smaller and smaller.
Yeah.
Oh, goodness gracious. Alrighty. Well, hey, an hour and a half. That's not too shabby. We will see you next week. Hope everyone has an excellent weekend. Aresol, I'm going to need it one more time before we go.
Somebody once told me the word.
Another masterpiece. All right, everyone. Have an excellent weekend. We'll see you later.
Bye.